Hey everybody, I'm your host, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of you right now. You're about to discover the most awesome cities in the good old US of A. We're talking bucket list destinations, folks. We've done the hard work for you. Researched the hottest spots, the coolest attractions, and the tastiest grub. So, buckle up, buttercups, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through the concrete jungles and cultural hubs that make America so great. Today, we're counting down the top 10 cities you must visit, from the glitz of Vegas to the charm of the Big Apple. Let's get started. Kicking off our list at number 10 is none other than Sin City, Las Vegas, baby. This neon oasis in the Nevada desert is like nowhere else on Earth. It's a 24/7 party where anything goes, and we mean... Now, I know what you're thinking. Casinos, shows, and maybe a little too much fun. But Vegas is more than just slot machines and all-you-can-eat buffets. First off, you gotta catch a show. We're talking Cirque du Soleil, Penn and Teller, the Blue Man Group. World-class entertainment that'll leave you speechless. Of course, no trip to Vegas is complete without a little gambling action. Just remember, folks, set a budget and stick to it. What happens in Vegas might stay in Vegas, but your credit card debt sure won't. And when you need a break from all the glitz and glamour, head over to the Neon Museum, a graveyard of iconic Vegas signs. It's a trip down memory lane and a photographer's dream. Coming in at number 9 is the Windy City, Chicago. And no, it's not just because of the weather, though you might want to pack a windbreaker. Chicago is known for its stunning architecture, world-class museums, and of course that deep dish pizza. First things first, you gotta try the deep dish. I'm talking about a pizza so thick it's practically a casserole. Don't even think about folding it in half, alright? You need a fork and knife for this Chicago delicacy. Now, after you've had your fill of pizza, it's time to explore the city's architectural wonders. Head to Millennium Park to snap a selfie with the iconic Cloud Gate sculpture, better known as the Bean. And for the best views in town, take a trip up the Willis Tower sky deck. You'll be standing 1,353 feet above the ground, looking out over the entire city. But hey, Chicago's not just about skyscrapers and pizza. Catch a Cubs game at Wrigley Field, wander through the Art Institute of Chicago, or catch a Broadway show in the Theater District. This city's got it all. At number 8, we're heading to the mile-high city Denver, Colorado. Now, this city's a breath of fresh air, literally. Surrounded by the Rocky Mountains, Denver's a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts and anyone who loves a good craft beer. First things first, you gotta experience those mountains. We're talking hiking, biking, skiing, snowboarding, you name it, Denver's got it. Head to Red Rocks Park and Amphitheater for stunning views and maybe even catch a concert. It's a truly unforgettable experience. Back in the city, explore the trendy Lodo District, short for Lower Downtown. This historic neighborhood is packed with cool boutiques, art galleries, and some of the best restaurants in town. And speaking of restaurants, Denver's food scene is on fire these days. Of course, no trip to Denver would be complete without a visit to a brewery. Colorado is known for its craft beer, and Denver's home to some of the best in the business. Take a brewery tour, sample some local brews, and raise a glass to the mile-high city. Hold on to your hats, folks, because at number 7 we're heading to Austin, Texas. The self-proclaimed live music capital of the world, Austin is one big, weird, wonderful party. From its legendary music scene to its mouth-watering barbecue, this city knows how to have a good time. Check out a show on 6th Street, the heart of Austin's live music scene. We're talking mouth-watering barbecue, breakfast tacos that'll change your life. And of course, no trip to Austin would be complete without a dip in Barton Springs Pool. Austin is a city that truly keeps it weird and wonderful. Get ready for some sunshine and good vibes, because at number 6, we're heading to Miami, Florida. This vibrant city is a melting pot of cultures, with a distinctly Latin flavor. From the beaches of South Beach to the colorful streets of Little Havana, Miami is a feast for the senses. First things first, hit the beach. South Beach is the place to see and be seen, with its Art Deco architecture, trendy cafes, and of course, that famous white sand beach. Spend the day soaking up the sun, swimming in the turquoise waters, or just people watching. For a taste of Cuban culture, head to Little Havana, where you can sip Cuban coffee, savor authentic Cuban sandwiches, and watch dominoes games in Maximo Gomez Park. And if you're feeling adventurous, take a salsa lesson and dance the night away at one of Little Havana's many lively clubs. Miami's also a haven for art lovers. The Wynwood Walls is a must-see, with its colorful murals and street art from some of the world's best artists. Coming in at number 5 is the Emerald City, Seattle, Washington. Nestled between the Puget Sound and the Cascade Mountains, Seattle is a city of natural beauty, coffee culture, and cutting-edge technology. First things first, you gotta visit the Space Needle. This iconic tower offers breathtaking views of the city, the Puget Sound, and Mount Rainier on a clear day. And while you're there, check out the Museum of Pop Culture, a Frank Gehry-designed masterpiece dedicated to popular music, science fiction, and pop culture. Next up, head to Pike Place Market, Seattle's oldest and most famous farmers market. Here you can find fresh seafood, local produce, handcrafted goods, and of course those famous flying fish. Grab a cup of coffee at the original Starbucks, located just across the street, and soak up the vibrant atmosphere. And speaking of coffee, Seattle takes its caffeine seriously. From independent coffee shops to artisanal roasters, you'll find no shortage of places to get your caffeine fix. And if you're a beer lover, you're in luck. Seattle's also home to a thriving craft brewery scene. Hold on to your heart, because at number 4, we're heading to the city by the bay, San Francisco. From the iconic Golden Gate Bridge to the charming Victorian houses, San Francisco is a city that will steal your heart. First things first, you gotta experience the Golden Gate Bridge. Whether you walk, bike, or drive across, the views are simply breathtaking. And for a different perspective, take a ferry to Alcatraz Island, the former prison that once housed some of America's most notorious criminals. Back on land, explore the city's diverse neighborhoods. Wander through the vibrant streets of Chinatown, grab a sourdough bread bowl at Fisherman's Wharf, or ride a cable car up Lombard Street, the most crooked street in the world. And for a taste of San Francisco's bohemian side, head to Haight-Ashbury, the birthplace of the hippie counterculture movement in the 1960s. Today, the neighborhood is still a hub for artists, musicians, and free spirits. Coming in at number 3 is the Cradle of Liberty, Boston, Massachusetts. Steeped in history and brimming with intellectual energy, Boston is a city where the past and present collide in the most charming way. First things first, take a walk along the Freedom Trail, a 2.5-mile-long brick path that winds its way past 16 historical landmarks, including Paul Revere's house, the Old North Church, and the Boston Massacre site. It's a fascinating journey through America's revolutionary past. Next up, immerse yourself in Boston's world-renowned academic atmosphere. Visit Harvard University, the oldest institution of higher learning in the United States, or explore the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, a hub for cutting-edge research and innovation. And for a taste of Boston's vibrant culinary scene, head to the North End, the city's Little Italy. Here you can indulge in delicious Italian pastries, savor authentic pasta dishes, and sip cappuccinos at sidewalk cafes. Don't forget to try a classic New England clam chowder while you're in town. Get ready to let the good times roll, because at number 2, we're heading to the Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana. This vibrant city is a melting pot of cultures, with a rich history and a unique musical heritage. Head to the French Quarter, the oldest neighborhood in New Orleans. Enjoy colorful buildings, street performers playing jazz, and shops selling voodoo paraphernalia. Grab a beignet at Café du Monde, a New Orleans institution. Stroll down Bourbon Street for live music, dancing, and people watching. Experience a ghost tour, visit a voodoo shop, or explore the New Orleans Jazz Museum. And finally, our number 1 pick for the must-visit city in the USA is, drum roll please, New York City, the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple. New York City is one of the most exciting and iconic cities on the planet. From the bright lights of Times Square to the green expanse of Central Park, New York City is a city of contrasts. Explore world-class museums, catch a Broadway show, or shop till you drop. By night, enjoy rooftop bars, live music, and fine dining. No trip is complete without visiting iconic landmarks like the Statue of Liberty and Empire State Building. And when you need a break, escape to Central Park, a green oasis in the heart of the city. Well, folks, there you have it. Our picks for the top 10 must-visit cities in the USA. From the bright lights of Las Vegas to the historic streets of Boston, there's a city on this list for everyone. So, what are you waiting for? Start planning your next adventure today. Remember, these are just a few of the amazing cities that the United States has to offer. And hey, if you find any hidden gems along the way, be sure to share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy travels!